My wife faked her death, framed me for murder, and vanished for 20 years. Now she's finally facing justice. Fiction. I never thought I'd live to see the day my name would be cleared. For 2 decades, I walked this earth branded a monster, a murderer, a husband who snapped and killed his wife in cold blood. I lost everything, my job, my friends, my freedom. I spent 5 years behind bars, and the rest on parole, haunted by a crime I didn't commit. But karma, as they say, never misses its mark, and after all these years, the truth has clawed its way to the surface. It all started 20 years ago. My wife, Alyssa, vanished without a trace. We had a rough patch in our marriage, sure, like any couple, but murder. I couldn't even wrap my head around the accusation when the police showed up at my door. Her family claimed she left the house after a fight with me and never came back. A few days later, they produced a blood-stained scarf and accused me of hiding the body. The media went wild. Her family painted me as a manipulative abuser, and I was arrested. Despite no body, no solid evidence, and no motive beyond, he was angry, I was convicted on circumstantial evidence, and served 5 years in prison. The only reason I got out was because of a technical error during the trial, but the stigma never left. My own parents questioned me. Friends stopped returning my calls. I was a ghost in the town I used to call home. I tried to rebuild. Quietly, I moved out of state, changed my name. I worked construction jobs, stayed off social media, kept to myself. But deep down, I never stopped wondering, what really happened to Alyssa? Was she dead? Was I just the unlucky scapegoat of a crime that went wrong? Or was there something more sinister that no one saw? Then, 2 months ago, everything changed. My cousin, who works in real estate, was on a trip to Arizona when he saw someone who looked eerily familiar. He swore it was Alyssa. She was at a grocery store with a man and 2 teenage kids. My cousin, who knew the story, took a discreet photo and sent it to me. I almost dropped my phone. It was her. Older, a little heavier, with dyed hair, but unmistakably Alyssa. We contacted a private investigator, who followed her for a few weeks. Turns out she was living under a new name, married to a man who used to be her high school boyfriend. Her kids. They weren't adopted, they were hers, born just a few years after she disappeared. She had been alive the whole time, living comfortably while I rotted in prison. With the help of my lawyer, we went to the authorities. They reopened the case and discovered a trail of deception that made everyone sick. Alyssa had faked evidence with her family's help, staged a disappearance, and framed me to escape a marriage she didn't want to be in anymore. She'd always been manipulative, but none of us imagined she was capable of something this evil. Now, she's being charged with fraud, perjury, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy. Her parents and brother are also facing prison time for aiding and abetting. The story is hitting the news again, but this time, the headline is different. I'm not the murderer anymore. I'm the man who survived it all. People ask me if I'm angry. Honestly, I don't even know how to describe what I feel. It's like I've lived in a nightmare for so long that reality feels surreal. I lost 20 years of my life, but I also gained something, the truth. And finally, justice.